All right, what's up, people? Welcome back. We day 8 now on the Google ad journey to 10K per month. So we're doing well. We get some very, very positive momentum. Again, all right, so this morning was up at 4 a.m. I had another 8-hour shift. And, work is really testing my patience. Work is really testing my patience. But I feel these are the times, these are the trials, these are the tribulations, and how I respond in the next couple of months is really going to be indicative of whether I reach my goal. So, couple motherfuckers testing me at work. Even life's just testing me. I got a quote from the mechanic. My car needs to get. My car has some, like, a broken brake pad. I got a broken brake pad on my car. I got the engine. Something wrong with the engine, and also something wrong with the air cooler, which I need to get fixed within the next 4 weeks. And I'm kind of tight on cash because I'm paycheck to paycheck right now. So, but we gonna make it shake. So that kind of has just put me more focused and more emphasis on my Google Ads hustle. So today we learned about Optimisation Score, and again, straightforward. I was able to digest this very, very quickly. So Optimisation Score is basically like a report card, and that's what Google gives. Google gives a score to your ads, right? It gives your ads a sort of a rating, and that depends on how your ads are performing according to certain metrics. So according to the click-through rate, according to the keyword research, according to the conversion rate. So there's many variables that go into your ads and into your ads campaign. So Optimisation Score is essentially Google analyzing your ad through all this sort of machine learning and AI. They use this AI machine learning, and they digest your ad. Usually takes about 90 days, 30 to 90 days, give or take. And Google will essentially give you feedback on that ad, right? They'll give you feedback on that ad. So one thing I'm realizing about Google Ads, and if anyone's ever done this Google Ads, you guys will realize, is these guys use so much complicated jargon, complicated language, just for simple shit, right? It makes sense why people are so intimidated by Google Ads, right? I see why Google Ads seem so intimidating. It's actually quite simple once you kind of wrap your head around it. But, Google starts using all these fancy words and all these tech, IT, nerdy terms, and it kind of just intimidates people, right? Like an optimization score. You could have just said an ad report card. That would have it's just so much easier. So I don't know who comes up with this stuff. I don't know what these guys are doing. I mean, they are nerds at the end of the day. I get it, but fuck, man, like y'all could have just make this so much more simple than using all this next lingo. So yeah, it's just wrapping your head around the lingo and describing it in a way that you understand it. That's kind of how I'm dealing with this whole Google Ads stuff. It's just like I'll get the term, and then I'll just kind of regurgitate it or rephrase it in something that I understand. It's a lot more simple for me. And so I was doing a bit of research, and man, it seems like the demand for Google Ads is huge, right? And that's basically because we are going into we already are in an internet era, but they're saying by around 2030, everyone will be on their mobile phone. Everyone will be shopping online. Everything will be online. So the demand for Google Ads is actually exceeding the supply right now. So that's good news. And the reason that is because people would rather opt into doing just blogging. In terms of Google, people rather just opt into just becoming bloggers or people would just rather opt in terms of social media, just being social media marketing in terms of Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. And the reason being is because data shows that Google Ads, and based off feedback, Google Ads is the most intimidating. Out of all the social media platforms, people say that Google Ads is the most intimidating. More intimidating than Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and just blogging on Google. And I understand why, because there's so many variables that you need to understand. And they seem so technical. They seem so difficult. They seem, when you first look at it, it's so overwhelming. Like when you hear things like CTR, click-through rate, right? Which is a click-through rate, you know, or CPC, or optimization campaign, or underline score, or you know, what else? Or keyword research, or keyword optimization, or broad match phrase. Like this, there's so many different terms, but once you break them down and understand them, they really just mean simple things. So I think that's where people get stuck. So I think a lot of people jump into Google Ads. They get caught up in this whole dilemma of, oh, this sounds too complicated, this sounds too hard, and then they'll just give up. But in reality, you just need to really study and understand and just rephrase the words for yourself, right? Just understand what the word means, understand what that term means, and then just rephrase it something for yourself in a simple manner that you understand, right? And I think that's the key. That's what's gonna help me excel and take off with this Google ad stuff, is because I'm not intimidated, I'm not scared, I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna keep pushing, and I'm, like I said, I'm gonna master this shit. I'm gonna excel through this. And so yeah, that was the one for today. I know I went on a bit of a tangent there, but that was the one for today. I mean, that's pretty straightforward. Google Optimisation Score, which is basically a report card, basically telling you how well you've done in your exam. That's the analogy, right? Google will give you a report how well you've done on your ad, which is exactly the same as a report card telling you how well you've done. And the best way to improve your score is, obviously, you got to improve your ad, you got to improve your campaign, and you got to keep split testing. I'll talk about split testing tomorrow, but today that was it. That's what we figured out in day 8. I think it's day 8. I hope I'm right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's day 8. But yeah, just back from the gym, got myself a little pump. I'm getting lean. I'm getting there. And I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.